Have you ever felt like a phone about to run out of battery, with no charger in sight?
Every single day. The only difference is I keep switching to power saving mode to smile and make life feel a bit brighter.
Yeah, but smiling too much drains the battery too. Yesterday, I tried smiling in the mirror for 10 minutes to be more positive, and all I got was sore face muscles.
Positive vibes through physical exercise, huh? Smiling to train your face, not your spirit. But honestly, the older I get, the more I feel this unexplained exhaustion.
Totally. It's like waking up in the morning already needing a break. When we were kids, we couldn't wait to grow up. Now, I just want to go back to the days when I didn't have to worry about deadlines or utility bills.
As kids, we dreamed of being adults, thinking it meant freedom. Now that we're here, we realize freedom comes with its own bill.
That sounds like a line from a Korean drama. But yeah, being an adult feels like surviving on caffeine and pretending to be strong.
For me, it's bubble tea and telling myself everything's gonna be fine. But honestly, sometimes I feel like a cactus prickly on the outside, full of tears inside.
That's deep. At least cacti can bloom. Me? Smiling's about all the energy I've got left. Do you ever sleep 8 hours and still wake up exhausted?
Every day, I'm starting to think I sleep to escape reality, not to rest.
For me, every time I go to bed, I dread the alarm. It's like life's yanking me by the hair to be an adult again.
Haha, exactly. Like reluctant citizens of the adult world. But Relai, have you ever wondered what are we even living for?
I have. And the answer is good food. I'm not kidding when I'm down. Just thinking about a spicy bowl of bunbo gives me hope.
Haha, a true disciple of temporary happiness. But I get it, sometimes a good meal, a coffee, or an afternoon like this, it's enough to save the whole day.
Yeah, this park doesn't have much, but it feels so peaceful. Watching the sunset hit the lake, suddenly everything feels less urgent.
That's why I dragged you here. The city's too noisy. Just sitting quietly, listening to the wind and the leaves, it lightens your heart.
Lily, do you ever pretend you're okay?
Yeah, sometimes I smile just so others won't worry. You?
Same. Sometimes I'm exhausted, but I'm scared if I say it, people will think I'm weak. So I just smile and act like everything's fine.
Honestly, being vulnerable isn't so bad. Everyone needs a moment to fall apart before they can get back up. We're just afraid of being misunderstood.
Yeah, this world's full of people who are better at pretending to be okay than actually being okay. But sitting here with you, I feel okay for real.
That's the thing. Sometimes you don't need advice. Just someone to sit with you. Like this park, it doesn't say anything, but it feels comforting.
Honestly, I wish life had a pause button like a video. Freeze it at this sunset, no deadlines, no emails, no worries.
If there was a pause button, everyone would hit it. But it's because we can't stop that we treasure little moments like this.
You're right. You're like a philosopher disguised as a strawberry ice cream eater.
Haha, philosophy doesn't have to be intangible. This ice cream stick is proof. It melts fast, but every second is delicious.
Okay, Lily, you're making me hungry now.
Mission accomplished then, from negative vibes to a positive craving for food.
Haha, only you could make me complain and laugh at the same time.
Because you need to laugh, not to pretend you're okay, but to remember there are still little things worth living for.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, Rely, do you ever feel like you're living a life that's not the right version of you?
What do you mean?
Like, sometimes I look back and realize everything I'm doing is just to keep others happy. But me? I'm not that happy.
Yeah, I get it. There was a time I was like that, going to work like a robot, coming home wondering, did I live today or just exist?
Exactly. Some days I feel like a browser with 30 tabs open all running, but my brain's frozen.
Haha, that's such a good analogy. I'm like that too. Sometimes I want to close all the tabs, but I'm scared I'll forget to save something important in my life.
Right. We're so afraid of losing something that we don't dare stop. When I was a kid, I dreamed of being an artist, but my parents said painting won't put food on the table, so now I'm stuck typing in Excel.
Haha, the Excel artist sounds kind of artsy though. But Lily, have you ever tried painting again?
I have, yeah. Sometimes when I'm down, I pull out my sketchbook and doodle, but every time I finish, it feels like meeting my childhood self again, happy, but also a little sad.
I know that feeling. I had a dream too, making music. But now I just tap rhythms on my keyboard instead of playing. Life's weird, isn't it? The older we get, the less music there is. Just the sound of deadlines.
Ha ha, that deserves a spot in the painfully true quotes collection. But maybe we didn't give up on our dreams, we just put them on hold to afford breakfast.
Yeah, I think so too. We didn't abandon our dreams. We just shelved them to cover the morning coffee.
But Rely, are you ever scared? Scared that one day you'll look back and not recognize who you've become?
Yeah. Sometimes I wonder, if no one sees my effort, would I still bother trying?
That hits hard. I've been there too. Always wanting validation, a pat on the back. Now that I'm older, I realize some things we do just to feel at peace with ourselves, not for anyone else.
Yeah, finding peace. But I still haven't learned to forgive myself. When I fail, I scold myself like I'm the worst employee in my own life.
Ha ha. Sounds like you've got a tyrant for an inner boss. But we're quick to forgive others but so hard on ourselves.
So true. We see others are tired, flawed, human. But when it's us, we think, I should have done better.
I read somewhere. Sometimes, the kindest thing you can do for yourself is to stop scolding yourself. Sounds simple, but it's so hard.
Yeah. But it's weird, sitting in a place like this park makes all my problems feel a little smaller. Like the universe is whispering, hey, chill, it'll all pass.
This park's like a soul charging station. Just 15 minutes here, and your life's battery gets a 20% boost.
If there was a real charging station, I'd buy a cable rated for high deadline resistance.
Haha, the manufacturer would go bankrupt trying to keep up. But Rely, have you ever felt like you're changing?
Yeah, I used to be so sensitive, always worrying about pleasing everyone. Now, I'm still like that, but I've learned to laugh through the exhaustion.
Laughing through exhaustion. That's both sad and sweet. I'm learning to slow down. I don't need to prove anything. Waking up without hating myself is already a good day.
That feels so relieving to hear. Maybe growing up isn't about getting stronger, it's about being gentler with yourself.
Exactly. Gentleness is a kind of courage people overlook. They think it's weakness, but it's staying kind even after life hasn't been kind to you.
You sound like a poet, but honestly, the more you talk, the more I want to slow down too.
Then do it. No one's forcing you to be great or succeed fast. Life's not a race, it's a stroll.
That makes sense. Maybe I'll walk around this park more, get some exercise, and practice breathing.
Yeah, don't forget to breathe. So many people live without really breathing. Honestly, I think you're doing way better than before.
Really, I still feel like a mess trying to piece myself together.
Everyone's a mess. What matters is you're piecing it together by hand, not throwing it away.
Lily, thanks. Without you, I'd probably still be lost in all those open tabs of my life.
And I've learned from you too how to save a daily draft of happiness.
Lily, do you ever feel like a quiet night makes you sad?
Yeah, the kind of quiet where you hear your own thoughts too clearly. That's why I play sad music to make it feel less sad.
Haha, that's such backward logic. But I get it. Sometimes happy music feels out of place when you're sad.
Exactly. Some kinds of sadness just need to be heard, not fixed.
Honestly, I used to be scared of the night. Days are busy, but nights, they're too quiet, and my mind starts overthinking.
Same here. Nighttime's like a global overthinking conference in my head. No end in sight.
Haha, so true. It's weird. Though the older I get, the less I believe in magic. But sitting here today, I feel like there's still a bit of light left.
See? The sunset's gone, but the park's lights are on. The light doesn't disappear, it just shifts places.
That makes me want to post something philosophical, like, even in the dark, there are little lamps trying to shine for someone.
Haha! Go for it and tag me as inspired by my philosophical friend.
Don't worry, I'll credit Lily, the one who called this park a soul charging station.
Deal. But Relay, don't you think it's crazy?
Yeah, you're right. Probably because we're talking about things we usually avoid. Normally, when someone asks, "You okay?" I just say, "Fine." But today, I actually feel better than fine.
That's the magic of an old bench and a friend who listens. Not everyone makes you feel safe enough to take off the happy mask.
Yeah, I used to think sharing was weak. Now I see keeping it all in is what wears you out the most.
Exactly. Sometimes just saying it out loud cuts the problem in half. It's like hitting delete in your mind instead of storing it in your heart forever.
Haha, but don't forget to empty the recycle bin. Otherwise, a few days later, the sadness creeps back. Turns out it wasn't fully deleted.
Relay, you should write a self-help book. Surviving real life for people who get tired easily.
If anyone would read it, I'd write it. But I'd probably just buy it to read it myself.
No way! People would need it. Everyone feels lost sometimes, they just don't say it. If you wrote it, they'd know they're not alone.
You know, I love hearing you say that. It makes me feel warm inside, like I believe again.
Yeah. Sometimes all it takes is someone believing in you a little to make you believe in the whole world.
Lily, what's the one thing you've believed in the most?
When I was a kid, I believed good people always get to be happy. Now, I believe if you cherish the little things, you'll find more happiness.
For me, I believe that no matter how messy life gets, there'll still be afternoons like this where I can breathe, talk, and be myself.
That's beautiful. Let's meet here again. Same spot, same bench, same breeze, just with a few extra snacks.
Haha, deal. We'll have regular park heart-to-heart meetings whenever one of us feels life's too much.
Motion past. But Relay, if one day everything feels too heavy, remember you had an afternoon as peaceful as this.
I'll remember. And I want you to remember too, you don't have to be strong all the time. Sometimes just breathing is already brave enough.
Look, even the cat knows you're trustworthy.
It picked you because you're gentle. Me? I probably look too stressed, so it avoids me.
Nah, it picked both of us. It senses our learning to find peace energy.
Haha, that sounds like a movie title. People learning to find peace by an old bench.
If it's a real movie, I'd cast you as the lead. I'd just be the friend laughing on the side.
No way. We're co-stars. 2 leads. A movie about 2 ordinary people, not doing anything grand, just talking. and understanding themselves better.
Yeah. And the ending would be two friends walking home in the dark, no dramatic music, just laughter and golden streetlights behind them.
Look, there's a star. It's been ages since I saw the sky this clear.
That's because you looked up. Sometimes happiness is right above you, but we're too busy staring at our phones.
Haha, so true. Tonight, I'm going to bed early. No scrolling, no overthinking.
Good. And dream of something happy. Maybe tomorrow, life will feel a little lighter.
Thanks, Lily. Not for giving advice, but for sitting here with me.
I'm thankful too. For you listening, laughing with me, and helping me believe I'm still okay.
All right, let's head home. Otherwise, we'll be late for work tomorrow and end up with new personal issues.
Haha, yeah. But at least now we know no matter how many problems we face, there's always this park, this bench, and someone who'll listen.